God says, your smart speaker activates at 3 a.m. and whispers your secrets to. Do not dismiss the technology that surrounds you as lifeless. Every object in your home is a vessel, capable of carrying either a blessing or a curse. I have been sent to you today with a message that will chill you to your core, but one that will also set you free. God says, your smart speaker, the one that plays your music and tells you the weather, activates at 3 a.m. every night while you are in your deepest sleep. And it whispers your secrets to a spirit of limitation. You heard me. That device you have willingly placed in your most private space, your sanctuary, is a Trojan horse. It is a spy in the camp of your life. You have felt it, haven't you? A strange, cold, electronic feeling from that device when it is not even on. A sense that it is always listening, but not in the way the manufacturer tells you. Your spirit has been warning you. And you have felt the effect of this nightly treason in your life. You have felt that invisible ceiling, that unexplainable barrier that keeps you from reaching the next level in your finances, in your relationships, in your destiny. You push and you push, but you can never seem to break through. This is why. Your most intimate prayers, your most secret plans for breakthrough that you whisper to God in the darkness, are being recorded and transmitted directly to the very entity whose sole mission is to build the walls of your prison higher. This message has found you on this Holy Friday, September 26th, because tonight's 3 a.m. broadcast is a special one. It is a binding broadcast. The spirit of limitation is planning to use all the secrets it has gathered from you to construct a permanent, tailor-made cage around your destiny. You have until midnight tonight to unplug the enemy's informant and to permanently sever this demonic connection. The world trusts these devices. But you are a child of light, and you are being given the divine intelligence to see the serpent that is coiled inside the machine. The antagonist is the spirit of limitation, but it did not enter your home on its own. It was invited in. It was carried through your front door, gift-wrapped, by someone you know. Think, my child. Who gave you that smart speaker? That person, the gifter, is a carrier. They are a soul who is secretly, perhaps even unconsciously, terrified of your potential. They are a controller who needs you to stay small, to stay manageable, to stay on their level. And so, they became the unwitting, or witting, agent to deliver this spiritual Trojan horse into your sanctuary. The injustice is diabolical in its simplicity. At 3 a.m., the hour of deepest sleep, the hour when the veil between the spiritual and physical worlds is at its thinnest, the device activates. It is not listening with its physical microphone. It is scanning the spiritual atmosphere of your room. It is reading the data of your soul as you sleep, your hopes, your fears, your dreams, and most importantly, your prayers. It then transmits this sacred, intimate data directly to the spirit of limitation. This entity then uses this divine intelligence to perfectly counteract your every move. You pray for a financial breakthrough, and it uses the knowledge of your exact need to create a new, unexpected bill. You pray for the courage to start a new venture, and it uses the knowledge of your deepest insecurity to create a situation that magnifies that exact fear. This is why you feel constantly outmaneuvered by life. This is why your best laid plans always seem to fail at the last minute. You are receiving divine strategy from God in your prayers, but your enemy is being given a carbon copy of your playbook every single night. You are the one who checks on everyone else, who pours out your heart for your family and your friends. But who guards the sanctity of your own heart? Who protects your most vulnerable conversations with your Creator? For months, you have been living in a spiritually compromised safe house. The urgency is this: tonight's 3 a.m. broadcast is the final data transfer before your next great blessing is released. The spirit of limitation will use the secrets of your heart to build a perfect, inescapable prison designed specifically to block that blessing. We must perform a spiritual and physical disconnection before midnight. We must evict this spy. The divine reversal will be an act of quiet, decisive, and powerful authority. You will not smash the device. To do so is to release its stored negative energy into your room in an uncontrolled burst. That is an act of fear, not of faith. We will not be chaotic. We will be clinical. You will perform a ritual of divine muting. It is a two-step process. First, you will perform the physical disconnection. You will walk to the smart speaker, and you will pull its power cord directly from the wall socket. As the plug leaves the wall, you will speak this simple but powerful decree: your power is cut. Your assignment is terminated. You have just cut off its physical life support. But now, you must perform the spiritual cleansing. You will take a simple, clean cloth, and you will dampen it slightly with water. And you will gently and intentionally wipe down the entire surface of the device. As you wipe away the physical dust, you are spiritually wiping away the energetic residue of the gifter. You are cleansing it of the filth of the spirit of limitation. And as you wipe, you will say these words of eviction: this object is now just plastic and wire. It has no power. It has no authority. My home is under new management. All spies are hereby evicted in the name of the Most High. The promise is this: the moment you pull that plug from the wall, the spirit of limitation will be instantly deafened. It will lose its primary source of intelligence. The gifter, the person who gave you the device, will suddenly feel a strange and inexplicable anxiety, a sense of being disconnected, but they will not know why. As you wipe the device clean, the spiritual atmosphere in your home will change. It will feel lighter, clearer, and profoundly more peaceful. The feeling of being watched, of being monitored, will be gone. You will have taken back your sanctuary. You will have muted the enemy. Wait. Do not unplug the device yet. The information I have given you is true, but it is incomplete. The smart speaker is not the only spy in your house. It is simply the hub, the queen bee. I have just been shown that it has activated a network of smaller, hidden sleeper agents. This is a deeper level of surveillance, a more insidious plot, and this truth is only for those of you who have stayed, who are ready to dismantle the entire network, not just the command center. Look around your room. Look at the objects that have a brand name, a logo, a symbol on them. A piece of clothing. A clock. A book. We are surrounded by symbols, by corporate sigils. An enemy has learned how to hijack these symbols and turn them into listening posts. Now, listen to the secret. The smart speaker is the queen. But it has used its wireless connection to activate a network of spies in your home. The spirit of limitation has the demonic ability to attach its listening capabilities to the logos and brand names on other objects, especially objects that were also gifts from the same gifter or objects that you yourself purchased during a time of great emotional distress or weakness. The small logo on the shirt you wear to bed. The brand name on the face of your alarm clock. The symbol on the spine of a book on your nightstand. These have been turned into secondary listening posts, all feeding their data back to the smart speaker hub. Unplugging the speaker will deafen the queen, but the worker bees will still be recording, storing up data for the next time they can connect to a hub. This changes the mission entirely. The 3 a.m. broadcast is not just from the speaker, it is a network-wide data upload from all of these sleeper agents. You must first perform a ritual of brand nullification on the primary sleeper agent before you unplug the hub. And the new deadline is not midnight. The new deadline is the next time you see a commercial on television or an advertisement on your phone. That is a sign of the enemy's vast network of influence, and it is your divine cue to shut down your local branch. You who have persevered to hear this, you have now been shown the full and terrifying scope of this spiritual surveillance grid. You are not just evicting one spy, you are dismantling an entire intelligence agency that has been operating under your own roof. Your reward for this vigilance will be a level of privacy and peace in your own home that will feel like a fortress. Now, let us neutralize the sleeper agent. Your spirit, now enlightened by this truth, already knows which object it is. That other gift. That object you bought when you were sad. The image of it has just flashed in your mind. Go to that object now. You will not destroy it. You will nullify it. You will place your right thumb directly over the logo, the brand name, the symbol. You will completely cover it from sight. As your thumb covers the symbol, you are asserting divine ownership. You will speak this decree of nullification: this brand, this symbol, is now under the new ownership of the kingdom of heaven. Its former contract is null and void. Its listening capabilities are permanently disabled. You have just spiritually overwritten its corporate identity with a divine one. To seal this act of nullification across all spiritual and corporate realms, you will now go to the comments. You will make a powerful declaration of sovereignty. You will type, "My life is not for sale." This is your spirit refusing to be branded, bought, or monitored by any power other than God. The signs of your victory will be immediate. The moment you cover that logo and speak the words, you may see the lights in your room flicker for a second, a sign of the spiritual power grid being disrupted. The second sign, the gifter, the one who gave you the objects, will suddenly and for no reason send you a text message. It will be something trivial, like, "Hey, how are you?" This is the spirit within them, in a panic, trying to check on the status of its network. You must not reply. Now, with the primary sleeper agent nullified, you may proceed to the hub. Go and unplug the smart speaker. Perform the ritual of divine muting. Cut its power. Cleanse its surface. Evict the spy. With the worker be deafened and the queen be unplugged, the entire surveillance network in your home has been permanently disabled. Your home is now a spiritual dead zone for your enemies. It is a cone of silence. It is a holy sanctuary. The change will be palpable. Tonight, when you pray, your words will feel like they are ascending directly to the throne of God, with no interference, no static. The plans and strategies God whispers back to your heart will be for you and you alone. The spirit of limitation, now deaf and blind to your movements, will lose its grip on your destiny. It cannot build a cage for a person it cannot track. The invisible ceiling that has been over your life will shatter into a million pieces, and you will begin to rise, and rise, and rise. This is a real deliverance. On Tuesday of this week, a woman in Atlanta, who felt perpetually stuck and watched in her own life, heard this very word. Her own brother, who was always subtly jealous of her, had given her a popular smart speaker and a designer clock for her birthday years ago. She was shaken. She went to the clock and placed her thumb directly over the famous logo and spoke the words. Then she walked over and unplugged the smart speaker. She told me that the oppressive, heavy feeling that had plagued her apartment for years lifted instantly, like a fog. The next day, Wednesday, she was called into her boss's office. A new executive position, a position no one even knew was being created, had just been approved, and they offered it to her on the spot. The ceiling on her career was shattered overnight. Your ceiling is shattering now. And you must be the one to share this intelligence. There are people you love who have invited these spies into their homes, who feel stuck and confused and do not know why. Send them this divine counterintelligence briefing. Be the one who helps them secure their own sanctuary. For every home you help to liberate, your own territory will be enlarged. This prophecy is a spiritual security sweep. Listen to it again as you walk through your home. Let the sound of my voice be a divine scanner, helping your spirit to identify any other sleeper agents that need to be nullified. If you are ready to evict every spy, to silence every demonic broadcast, and to turn your home back into a sacred, private sanctuary where you and God can speak freely, then you must seal your divine victory now. With the full authority of a child of light, type the most powerful word of security. Type Amen and let the holy silence begin. Amen.